Hello, one and all. So today we're gonna be trying this Alani drink. Okay. Now I tried this last night and it was really good. However, I wanted to make sure I tried it again. See, if it's good, it'll be good every day, baby. You feel me? So the very first time I had this, I said it was super gross. Okay. Now I know they got a flavor out there called Ruby Apple. Okay. And if this is good enough, I may spend the $20 to get it. Maybe if I can find it. So here we go. You got to give it three sips. All right. Last one. I'm gonna say overall, good. The caramel flavor in the back is kind of disgusting. Like it tastes, the green apple tastes immaculate, but then there's this like caramel. I don't know what it is. I know it's supposed to be like a caramel apple flavor, but I don't know if that's actually what I'm tasting or if that's just my mind telling me that. But I can say with certainty, the green apple tastes pretty good. The green apple chemical, the green apple chemical tastes great. The caramel chemical, not so great. Not so great. Definitely wasn't as crazy as they hyped it as last year. And I want to talk about this a little bit just for a quick second. Is this thing on? Listen, I understand being part of the trend. I understand rolling. Listen, man, I'm not a gamer, right? And there's so many games that come out all the time that I'm never gonna hop on. Right? Pause. And I understand when you're a part of this internet world, things seem bigger than they are. It seems like everybody is playing Elder Scrolls or whatever the new game is, or Minecraft. I think Kai and I Show Speed did. So you got all this influx of people. But I'm here to personally say, if you are part of this internet culture and you're deeply entrenched, always remember this: things are not as big as they seem. Right? These people who come and do commentary, such as myself, I really don't do commentary. I'm more just talk. Um, but the people who do commentary on overconsumption, shopping, and all this stuff, they really blow things up, and that's fair because there are people who may need to see it because they got caught up in internet trend. I'm perfectly fine with that. However, my issue is when people start to say that this is what most people are doing. They're over shopping, they're over consuming. Everybody wants a Alani, and I get you got to do hyperbolics, but I'm very nitpicky about saying the words all and most because what you do is somebody who's just watching your video, especially if they're a recluse, because we have a lot more online colleges today and a lot more online homeschooling. So there's a lot of people who don't get out. So they see your video and they really think that everybody is buying this Alani. And then they walk into the local store. I can walk into my local store and find this drink. I can walk into my local store and find the Ruby Apple. I can see it at the store. That's the reason I said if I can find it is because by the time I decide I might buy it, they may have already stopped selling it. I can walk into the store and get a whole box of these. You know, um, when they were talking about Prime back in the day, the Prime drink. Remember how the UK they were selling out like crazy? But if sometimes the internet trolls or internet people will lie to you on Twitter or something like that and say that it's selling out everywhere, and then you go into your local place and it's stacked on sale because no matter what, and it's called availability bias, and I think we got to come up with a new thing for this. Just call it the internet phenomenon. It's just because something's big happening in one place doesn't mean it's happening everywhere. No matter how big it is on the news cycle, it is not happening everywhere in most cases. Okay. And so, yes, you can go out and go get this drink. Please don't believe the hype. Please don't ever get caught up in like Starbucks cups and stuff like that, guys. It's just all vanity at the end of the day. And I know I've fallen for it, and I can tell you the stupidest stories, man. I'm in fact. Let's give you a quick story time. We're not that deep in there because these videos are mainly just about me trying to, try to make a little things light. But also let you know. Huh? But hey, I have I've had $14,000 looking at it. 14 grand looking at it. That's a lot of money that could be helping my family. But when I was younger, when I first started my family, um, I'm embarrassed to say this, but it is what it is. It's been a few years, but it happened. I'm looking at $14,000, and you guess what I spent that on? I bought at this time. This is after I had a family. I've done this twice. I bought all this shit you're looking at now. This mic, this camera, these computer screens. I bought three computers. I bought three computers. So, that's what I bought, like 10 monitors. I bought a hard drive. I bought all this stuff to become a big YouTuber because I believe the hype. Because somebody on the internet was telling me it was just easy. Somebody was telling me how you get 100,000 in 6 months. It's just be consistent. Just be authentic. Just be yourself. And I got nothing wrong with that. But I think at the most desperate times, we all want to be famous. We all want to be up there. We all want to just be having a good time and chilling. You don't have to want to have to clock in the morning. I get it, baby. I trust me. I get it. But there is a little thing that you got to sometimes realize it's called reality. A lot of us are never going to make it. And if you do, thank God. But please, um, find it before you get there, or just if you believe the dream is that true, spend as little money as you possibly can. Don't spend the most money. You see yourself being this famous influencer, or being this famous whatever today, you know, that's not traditional 9 to 5. You're gonna either have to be exceptional sometimes. Sometimes you can't just be a boring person, but then that means you'll probably have to get exceptionally, I don't want to say lucky. I want to just say opportunity has to find you and you have to claim it. And one day the money may run out too. One day you may get the fame and the money, and one day you fall off. The algorithm no longer loves people like you. You know what I mean? The audience no longer wants your face. It just is what it is. And so I could tell you, I've lost probably 40, $50,000 just being an idiot because I was so caught up in the vanity because I thought all these things. And this is before YouTube and all this stuff too. Back when I was younger, I would spend money on cars. I would buy cars, thinking it would make me status. Look, it would give me a better status in the eyes of my friends, and it didn't. People, I still have my close friends, but outside of that, nobody messed with me. I wasn't getting all the girls. I wasn't that guy. People just saw me as what y'all kind of see me as, just a guy. He's funny here and there, nothing special. And so I thought having all this stuff, having a bigger house, having all this stuff, man, I've had it. I've had at least my version of it. I've had really nice vehicles. I had a vehicle that I like driving. I had a nice little house, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Getting all this stuff that you can easily lose it. And so it's nice to have a bunch of cars and a house, but when there's $0 in your bank account and you lose that job you got, or you lose that prestigious whatever, it sucks. And here I am, and as you can see, if you've ever watched my videos, you can see I've downgraded quite a bit. And I'm probably gonna stay here until I can get my whole life back together from all the stupid mistakes I made. So I know this video is about Alani, but my main point about this video is just don't get caught up in the hype. The drink tastes good. Don't go out there and buy $500 worth just to look cool on TikTok. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Peace.